It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow lady. Got one. Hey, easy. Let's go right here. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I don't think you got it, son.
Breeze now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Bang out. Bam. Got it. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Get that. Good guys, 4 down. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Mike spot 4.
Here's Wilson to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with the
ampersand?
I like it.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Watch the run.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Forced out to his left. And this is caught by C.J. Prosise. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson being chased out left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56. Defense wins championships, baby. Mike's 56.
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
21.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Tighten up. Check. Watch twist. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Check 13. 36 power.
1st down, the run with Lynch. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
25.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Right there. 54. Right there. 19. You can't block me. Mike spot 4. Push left. Mike spot 4. Man, I got you. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the 38, Wilson steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Special.
That will give. Running right is Lynch. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. Now, guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Mike's you killed. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Watch the slants. Ready, tackle.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. And that only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe there's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, it's Lynch. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
36 pounds.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's put him on the buses.
On second down and 4. Wilson buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Here we go again. 4 down.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They'll run this with Homer. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first down. Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Throwing now is Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Hey, you kill! 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Breeze now on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Now he's going to let it go. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. C.J. Procise, 55 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. But it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Over.
Again, it's Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
He likes to sneak out late. Watch 82. Whip, 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 whip. Watch 3.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 52. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Going on the ground with Homer. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 43-yard line.
56. 56. Check 56. Hey, what's the ball?
On 2nd and 2, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Homer. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
56. Mike's 56. Blue down. Gun. Mike 56. Mike 56. Listen. It's a party now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Break. 54 miles. It's our time.
Now Wilson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A 36-yard attempt.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Throwing deep for Murray. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Third quarter starts with a run from Lynch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lynch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. It's our time, guys.
The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Right there, 54 Mike. There's a party now. Hey, hey. Patchy. Shoot. Big ass.
On 2nd down now, it's Lynch, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go with Lynch right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, 0.
They run. Lynch. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Switch. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
14.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Gun. Motion. Mike's 54.
Again, it's Homer. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. It misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were able to churn some clock, they got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
We got to step it up. Hey, watch it, watch it. Good job right there, good job right there. Kill.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Right there, 54 Mike. Come on. Where? Mike 5-4. Oh, you got deep?
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Alert.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, alert 3.
On 2nd down, Lynch.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
54, right there, 54.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. 30, 20, 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
On first down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that one complete to Marshawn Lynch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Demario Davis there on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Break. 280. 54 Mike. Good trap. 14, run it. Run left. Mike, start forward. You. That's it. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go tackle. Let's go. Low alert. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On second down, Wilson. Flush to his right. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the pistol, they run with Lynch. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run again with Lynch. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 38. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Got it. Friday. One pass. Echo. One fluff. 54 Mike. Watch the run.
Here's Wilson, operating from the gun. And he's got Lockett. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run here with Lynch. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Ready?
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw is Breeze. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ezekiel Ansah, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.
How many y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yep.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody. body drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that.